baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, wow. This is nice. Oh, oh, oh.
You might have to run back and get him.
Take your time with them. I gotta get my net. Get that other
You want to go to the back, Mike?
Reel down. There you go.
Oh, there he goes. Oh, that's a good fish. That's a good fish.
Oh, yeah.
Nice and steady. There you go. Good. Reel down.
Ooh, did you see it?
Reel down to the weight. Reel down and then lift.
Look at that fish. Woo, son.
Oh, damn. Damn.
Reel down. Watch that rod angle. Watch the rod angle.
Got him. Oh.
Hey, we just got this one. Mike caught this one just a few minutes ago. But look at this fish. This one hit on a spinner with fire gel. Anchovy. It's been the move the last couple days.
Wow. All right, so we're in Florence, Oregon today, fishing for fall Chinook on the Siuslaw River. It's located west of Eugene, about 50 minutes. The salmon run starts August 1st over here, and it goes well into the end of October. The season ends at the end of November. This year we're allowed 1 Chinook per day, 2 a year, and we're allowed 1 coho starting after September 15th. It's a little restricted season this year, but it's been a good fishery. Today our plan was a little fall Chinook fishing in the river and then go after some crab out there in the ocean. We have a good ocean today. If you can't get out in the ocean due to it being rough, the river has great crabbing as well. There's good access on the docks here in the old town part of Florence, and then along all the way out from here to the ocean is great crabbing as well.
Oh, that's good fish. Hold on. What? Ride down this one. There you go.
Ooh.
Hold on, he's not gaining much. There you go. We need that middle rod up. Steady.
Ooh, he's got to be close.
Lift up towards me, please.
There, now we're good. Is that a coho? Nope, that's a Chinook.
Dang it. All right, go ahead and just lift up. Down. Ride down. There you go. Lift up, kind of nice and steady. Slow towards me. There we go.
100% king.
There you go. That's a good Chinook right there.
Siuslaw River, Florence, Oregon, let's go. First Chinook of the day, made us work for it, but hey, we're having fun.
All right, it's getting close now.
Capture on that, man. There you
Thing's
go.
got to be right down there.
Nice and easy. Real.
There he is, big Chinook.
Stop.
Right to the net. Bam!
Down the Siuslaw, anchovy fire gel on a spinner. Took her for a run, but we brought her back in and it's looking good.
Our method today is trolling 360 flashers with spinners and Brad's super baits. Working really well. We've got our limit, and just kind of want to go over the process here. What I'm doing is I have a 10.5 foot rod that's generally designed for mooching. It's kind of a medium to heavy action rod with a 65-pound braided mainline. I use Power Pro, and you can see it's actually getting kind of worn, but the high vis Power Pro 65 is really nice, very durable. I have a sliding snap so I can put my weight. This is a 12-ounce lead. And then you can see these VIP line locks are kind of nice. They get right in to that swivel there, and it helps with line twists. Pretty good deal. And then I have a bumper that goes to my flasher from the weight. The bumper is 80 pound and they're 24-inch bumpers. There's a lot of different lengths out there. I stick to 1 length bumper, and then I adjust my leader lengths. So that's 24 inches of 80 pound, and then we have the short bust 360s. I like anything with the mirror finish. These work pretty good. This one has a spinner. Today the spinner worked pretty good. It caught fish about mid-morning this morning, and this one right here is called a Mexican hat copper blade, and we got a size 1 treble hook, and those are 2x strong, because if you have just a standard hook they will bend out. 50-pound test. I got a 1/0 Big River as my stinger hook back there, but pretty good. You can see it's all chewed up from the fish. I use a 50-pound mono filament line, and my spinners I generally run about 28 inches. to top this off, to make it really good, you can see there's a little bit of residual. Now this thing fished for a couple hours, and you can see that there's still some fire gel on there. But what I'm doing, and I'm going to show you, is I'm using two types, salmon and anchovy today, of the fire gel. It just gives it that extra little bit that definitely helps in my opinion. But with the salmon, we just put a little bit. Just a little bit goes a long way, and I'm going to just put it on the skirt right there. I don't put it on the blade. You can even rub it on the line a little bit, but I like it down there. And when it's ready to go, I'll get this back in my hand. You can kind of see what we're dealing with. But that seems to work pretty good for me, and it caught some nice Chinook today.
Oh yeah, he's there. It's a Chinookie.
Lift up towards me.
Ooh,
Like a coho.
coho.
Coho! Be a hatchery. Be a hatchery.
All right, nice coho. We can keep these starting September 15th in the river, but we gotta let this one go back and let it freeze for today. Here we go.
There he goes. See ya. All right, so this morning on the river has been real interesting. We got out here at first light. We were literally fishing 30 seconds at legal time, and we missed 3 fish in the first 20 minutes. And then it just went silent. We didn't get any bites for about an hour. And all of a sudden, Kyle made a decision to avoid everything, leave the 50 boats we saw back there, and come up here. And we've now caught 4 fish in about 10 minutes. Now, what is going on up here, and why did we move?
Well, these fish, this morning where we touched them, it was at the bottom of the outgoing tide, so low slack. As that tide turned and started coming in, these fish are moving pretty quick, it seems. So we jumped up river about 3 miles and instantly got on them. I don't like chasing cell phone bites, and we know what these fish are doing. They're going up river, and we're just staying on them. Each bite we get's a little further up river, so we're just gonna keep following these up, and hopefully we'll get 2 more keepers and be limited out. So.
Now the interesting thing is we fished here yesterday as well. Yesterday almost all of our bites came on, you know, super baits, things like that. Today 75% of the bites have been on spinners. So we're lucky we got both of them out there. Now we just need 2 more fish. We're all tapped out for the day and the year here on the Oregon coast.
Just a touch for me there.
Ooh, nice one too.
Just need it. Lift towards me, Chris. There we go. Well, Chris just landed this nice fish. He doesn't like to hold them, so I'm doing it for him. But what a good fish. We've been losing quite a few, so he kind of got us back on the board. All right, my other system I'm using is the Brad's Super Baits. This is the original. Really good color here if you can find them, but you can see there's holes in the side. My Super Baits I'm running at 32 inches, and I got 5 size 8 beads right there. And these are 2 5/0 hooks, and I have those about 3 finger lengths between the hooks, but the 5/0 seem to work really well. And then I'm using a 40-pound monofilament with this, and then I'm, like I said, 32 inches. I like the mono, there's a little bit of stretch in it. What makes these super baits so good is the ability to have different scents or tuna combinations, and my program is pretty much tuna and firepower, and lots of it. I use a lot of the krill in the tuna, and I'll show you how I step that up. But right here you can see the lure. It opens up and it's got a pretty big cavity. This even has some in there still. But my bait, that's tuna and firepower, and I'll kind of show you, but just to stuff it really quick, I'm gonna get a little bit in my hand, and then I'm going to cover that bait up just like that. Get the weed out of there. And then it just goes down. You can see those holes are loaded with bait. And as that thing spins, and comes with a nice rubber band to secure it down. But the cool thing about this is that thing spins in the water and it just leaves a trail of scent. And today, I think we caught 10 fish on these today. So pretty effective. And then that program again is with the tuna. I'm using canned tuna, and then liquid krill, and then I'm using the Pautzke's Firepower. That's what I mix into my tuna. I'm using any kind of tuna with oil. The oil is important because I think it helps bind everything together and it leaves a really good scent trail.
All right, so there's been some pretty incredible crabbing on the Oregon coast this year. Kyle's about to pull our first one. And they've been soaking since last night when we were out here catching salmon. So there's either gonna be a lot of them or they have walked their way out because of the good tasting crab and shrimp fuel in there. Now, we're about to find out. He's a little quiet, he's nervous too. It's been a long time. We're gonna see what happens.
Ooh, there's some crab on that. Look at that. They're full. Oh, that's pretty good. Almost all big keepers too. Holy smokes.
There he is. There he is.
What I like to do is this. The Pautzke's crab fuel. It's nice thick substance and it helps with the bait. What we got here is we do have some salmon from our catch loaded in the bait bags. Once I get them in there, I take this and I just pour it over everything, and it kind of soaks through all the baits, just like that. And we're gonna go set these here in just a little bit. I think the longer they sit, the better. Nice keeper.
Another monster crab.
Look at those, man. Not as full, but there's some big ones in it.
Full of big ones. That's all we want is the big ones.
Yeah, and so look at this one right here. This one is an absolute unit. Look at that.
Tank, here. Tank, I got somebody for you to meet. Here. Get in there. All right. So you guys got to understand something. We used the same crab and shrimp fuel bait twice. Okay. We didn't rebait last night. We got 45 crabs yesterday. And we do have proof. You'll see those on another video. And without rebaiting, because we were all hungry, we wanted to go in, we just left the crab and shrimp fuel bait out there again. So these have soaked twice. The other thing Kyle explained to me is there's not going to be as many crabs in the pots because they've been out here overnight. So the little ones just crawl out when they're done. Well, luckily the big ones are still in there, and we're gonna go pull one more, see what we're gonna go home with.
Our last pot looks pretty good. Full of keepers again.
Oh, that's, yep. That one is pretty full.
Look at that crab. This is just a big crab. Look at that.
Here's the one I want to see. This guy right here is huge.
We'll get him.
We'll get to him
Another
then.
big one there. I mean, these things are just all beasts. Every one of them.
You know, we asked for only keepers, and we pretty much got only keepers. I like it.
Yeah. Oh, man.
How many was that, guys?
40 crabs? Yeah. For 4 pots?
Pautzke products are available at sporting goods stores near you. If you can't find the specific color, size that you want, make sure to go to Pautzke.com. And as a thank you for watching Pautzke Outdoors, we're going to show you a coupon code to be used for 10% off your next order.